Hello, hello. We are back. We are back. How's everybody doing today on this fine Wednesday? So I hope everybody's having a great day today. We had some fun on Monday. I guess my live was like 8 hours since it didn't. Um, I'm having to move stuff around since we broke Facebook, and so we it stayed on. I couldn't get off the live. So we are hopefully back going and ready to rock and roll. So let's go ahead and get started. We always like to go over the basics, the beginnings, all of that. This is a place where you can ask questions. Hey, Pam, good morning. You can ask questions. You can, if there's a product you want to see, you can mention that. And if I can, I'll definitely put it in. And so, so we're going to go over that. I have something in my throat. Sorry, guys. All right, so let's go over the beginning. This is one of our starter kits. We also have the Icon Pro and the Legend. And then, of course, we do have the Breeze. And then it does come with makeup. Now, you may get it when we're, giving away some free gifts, but it's all going to come with 2 bottles of foundation, love, and blush. And then we give you the 2 bottles because, guys, we want you to use this. This is different than putting on traditional makeup. So you need to practice. You need to practice airbrushing to make sure you are doing it the right way. So use those bottles. And then the love, you might not use the love every day, but you can put a drop in your foundation. You can put a drop in your blush. You can use it by itself. There's a lot of different ways to utilize them, which is great. And then the blush is super high pigmented. It's going to bloom on you. It will come up and bloom on you. So you only want to use about 2 drops. But when you're practicing to airbrush, hey, Jacqueline, how are you? Want to make sure to keep that stylus 4 finger widths away from your face and watch yourself. Just use the air, move that stylus around, keep it moving. It's not a race. You're just going to keep it moving, but watch yourself to make sure you are keeping it that 4 finger widths away. And then you're going to put water in here and then barely pull back on that trigger. Those are things you can practice before even putting any airbrush makeup in there. So that's definitely something you are going to want to do. Good morning, Cindy. Good morning, Jeannie. Oh, the pearl. Let's see. I'll make sure I have it. Yeah, I have it right here. Let me shake it up because I haven't used it in a while. And I want to make sure I can hear that BB in there, rocking and rolling. So we'll make sure to do that. So I am going to start with, I'm going to take this one. And because I have some redness underneath my eyes, I have darkness. I do have a little bit of concealer on, but I can still see the redness. So I'm going to go in with some CC concealer first. And again, shaking up my bottles, shaking them up. Show me some love if you're out there. All right. Ooh, I think I put too many drops. Yeah, I did. But I'll go ahead and turn on my system. And I'm using the Breeze, of course. Moving it. I keep moving. It's not a race. It's not, I don't have to go fast. But you're not going fast. You're not going to stay in one spot twice, but there's overlap. So you're always moving it. But right now, I'm just concentrating on those problem areas where I have my issues. So I can go and I have some redness. I have some broken capillaries that I'm just using the CC concealer to get in there and start my coverage. For some reason, I think I got something caught in my throat, so I had a coughing fit. And so then my eyes are red. You know how that goes. So I'm just going in there and do. And then there we go. I do want to kind of clean this because I haven't cleaned it since we were out. Whoop. Let me run some Tip Top real quick. Now, the other thing, if you do have the breeze and you're having any troubles with it, you know, the one thing you can do is make sure when you're cleaning it to back bubble it. Hey, Judy, good to see you. So see how I'm back bubbling right there? I'm just blocking it. And then when it gets to the very end, really, really get in there to back bubble it. Because in this one, your needle is protected. However, it can't, there's that little space right in there that you want to make sure that it's nice and clean and free of makeup. All right, so now let's go to what I want to go to. Should we do some blush? Do some soft blush, soft rose blush. Good morning, Veronica. Was everybody freaking out when Facebook went down Monday? Or was it, were you freaking out, or were you like, oh yay, it's gone? There, I saw a lot of people ask, like, what'd you do Monday when Facebook was out? Which is kind of sad. All right, so now I'm adding a little bit of blush. Or do I want to do this one? Let me see. Yeah, I'm having issues with that one. So let me go back here. Elaine, I like your little, what is that called? What's that little French hat called? Why am I going blank? French hat, French hat. Beret, thank you. Yes, girl, yes. And Judy's like, I always back bubble it. And guys, I'm just going to tell you right now, like, I mean, I just had some issues with that one, but I'm probably the worst. Now, I'm probably the worst, because what happens is when I do my lives, as soon as I get off the live, I have to take the screenshot. I have to do this. And I forget to clean it, which is not something you want to do. So I am living proof that you need to make sure it is working. Make sure. So you want to keep it in working order and always clean it. I will tell you, you can get the replaceable heads for this. So I guess it's kind of like having an extra stylist if you needed that. So just another food for thought. All right, I'm going to go in again with my matte bronzer. I need to get some more. And do my, oh, this one I have to pop too. Because I'm running low. Pam, I'll tell you, Pam's breeze stopped working, and so she had to call customer service, and they're sending her a new one. And I have to tell you, our customer service is the best. Flat out the best. All right, so now I'm going to go in with, I'm going to put my hair behind my ears. I think my mirror's in the wrong place because I'm struggling. Cindy says I clean it after every use and more thoroughly cleaning it once a week. Such a good plan. Because without your stylus, you can't airbrush. And that would be awful. All right. So I just did a little bit of contouring right underneath that blush. Now, right now, everything looks a little harsh, right? Because I don't have any foundation on. So your only color that you're seeing is that blush and then the contouring. And so it is going to look a little harsh. So now I'm going to use Rose Shade 3. I always grab the wrong one. Let me do this one. Is that, nope. Where's my Rose Shade 3? There it is. No. Where are you, Rose Shade 3? Oh, here it is. Ah, I just dropped something. There it is. Yeah, it's super important because it's not, and you always, if you have the icon or the legend, I always recommend getting an extra stylus, just for the fact that if it does get can, you know, if you do get it a little clogged, if you need to do that deep cleaning, I mixed 2 colors in here. I mixed a 2 and a 3 in here. And I'm mixing those together. But if you have that extra stylus, you can kind of put it aside and then do a deep clean on it. And then you have a backup, which is always good. All right, so making some passes. And notice, like, I'm not trying to cover this and blend it right away. I'm going to go back and make more passes. Until I get the coverage that I want, or where it's blended how I like it. My nose is a little red, so I'm going to cover that. Under my eyes. So most of my coverage is right in here, right there. And then I just keep going, keep making those passes. Again, you're not wanting to get it full coverage right away. This is buildable coverage. You're going to build it up by light passes. If it feels wet or sticky, then you know that you are pulling back too hard on that trigger, or maybe you're not moving. So you're going to go back to practicing maybe with the water to make sure you have it down. But it should never feel wet or sticky when applying it. Now notice how everything starts to soften and it starts making sense. I still have a little bit more. Hello, Miss Electric. Go in and cover these spots that I have over here. There we go. Man, I must have put a lot in there. I wasn't counting my drops. All right, so now that my foundation is done, I'm going to go in, because I always like to do it different ways. I'm going to take my translucent powder in the compact with my brush that I only use for powder and do a powder guard. So what I'm doing is I'm protecting this area for my eyeshadow. So if I have any fallout, I won't have any fallout that stays or ruins my makeup, because when I swipe it away, it will swipe away. Let's go in. I'm using the Click and Plays today. Ooh, I do have a little bit of blue on. You know, it'd be fun. Oh, we're so doing this. Hey, Renee. Good to see you. Let's do the reverse liner again. And I'm wearing some blue pants. So I'm going to use the blue in the Click and Plays, which will be muy funno. So I'm going to use, because I want it a little thicker, I'm going to use, using this one, Indigo. And I want it a little thicker because I'm going to do the reverse liner where I just do liner on the bottom. Let me get another one. Renee, what are you up to, girl? Yeah, there is, Janine, there is a, or Jeannie, there is a difference between baking and a powder guard. How are you, Renee? Renee, I think you were on here on Monday when our internet broke. When we broke Facebook. So maybe I'm going to use a little harsher one. Let me do this one. Not harsher, but more precise so I can get it on. And then I'll use the other one to like blend it a little bit more, soften it up. Like that, like so. And you can see some fallout, but I'm not worried about it because I have my powder guard. And then I'm not sure why I did that with this little sticky outie. No, I think it broke because you were on here with me. We broke it. We broke Facebook, Renee. can't have two superstars on Facebook at the same time. All right, so now I'm going to go in with, I might switch to, what should I switch to? What should I do on top? Let's say, maybe I'll do that one. I was going to do a shimmer. Not that. Oh, it was this one. I'll use the Nude and Naughty. The Nude and Naughty. I had mine for a year and still haven't used it. What? Miss Carinda. Girl. Number one, she's had it a year. On Facebook, she just said, I've had mine for a year. Still haven't used it. Maybe seeing this. She'll use it. So please, 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 please get it out. Also, in the description, you can book a class. We have classes in small group classes where you can book some time with me and we go over how to airbrush. I'll go into a little more detail on how to airbrush. And so that's definitely something I would recommend, especially, girl, if you've had it a year and you haven't used it, you are missing out. A year has gone by and you could be looking flawless. Definitely. I tell everybody up front, there is a learning curve. So make sure you don't base a decision maybe on the first time that you use it. You'll want to make sure you're airbrushing the correct way. So I'm just adding a shimmer all right here. Because we're doing the reverse liner that I was pretty much obsessed with last time. Really liked it. Where you do just something neutral on top. And then Cindy said, do the classes, watch these videos, you'll learn. And the other great thing is you come back and you can ask questions. So like if you look at the beginning and I tell you how to start, how to practice, how to do all that. And then if you're still having problems, come back, ask me more questions. We can go over it. But each video is different as far as maybe the way I put it on or the order I put it on. But you'll see how you're putting it on so light that when you're watching me airbrush, it should look like magic. Like you notice that I don't have any makeup on and then all of a sudden my skin starts getting better and better. So definitely check it out. But you got to do it. I mean, come on. You have this amazing system literally in your hands and it could do so much and you could be so happy, but you got to do it. All right. So now I think I'm going to take this brush and swipe. Oh, and a powder guard. This is a powder guard. So I have already airbrushed. I've already done my foundation, my concealer, my powder, or my blush, bronzer, all of that. And so what the powder guard does is protect my under eye area where if you have any fallout, if makeup falls on it, eyeshadow falls on it, you're able to swipe it away. So I'm just going to check real quick, make sure I got it all, which I did. It didn't ruin underneath here. It stays right there because that powder just goes whoosh. It just does that. And then you're set. All right. Yep. There you go. There you go. Miss Jeannie told us too. All right. So now I have these brushes everywhere and they're bugging me. Oh no. Girl. She's like, you're really going to freak out. Girl. Unfortunately, you're not alone. There are people that bought the system and they don't use it. I know at first it seems intimidating, but get it out. Practice. Use it. You don't even have to use makeup first. Just make sure you're that 4 finger widths away. Make sure you keep it moving. Airbrush water on your face. But Corinda, go in the links and book an appointment. There's a link that you can book an appointment. They're Mondays and Wednesdays at 12 o'clock, I believe. So please do that. It'll be life-changing for you, and you will love it. All right, now I'm going to go in, just like Elaine said, you will love it. Now, right now, you might need to buy some more makeup because it's been 2 years, but, and our makeup has changed a little bit. It's gotten better and better. So you may have to go in and buy some makeup, but practice, try it out. All right, so Jeannie wanted to see the Pearl Illuminizer. So I'm going to use the Pearl Luminizer, which is one of my faves. And the luminizers are going to give you a little, it's going to give you some shimmer, but the Pearl Illuminizer, it's that iridescent pearl look. So it's not necessarily a shine, but it's very, it's a lovely. Oh, you know what I should have been on my eyes, but I'll do that. So I can do it high cheekbone area. You can even mix it in with your blush to change the look of the blush. You could do it on the eyes. That's basically what I have on my eyes. It's a pearly look. But just right there. And it just, you may not be able to see it too much on camera, but when the sun hits it, it definitely will have that iridescent pearly look. And so again, one of my faves. I love this one. Yeah, and our chats are, it's a big party basically where we just talk about makeup. Actually, we talk about a lot of different things. So makeup just happens to be one of the main one. All right, I'm going to curl my lashes. Grab my mascara, which we know it makes a big difference. I mean, look at that, guys. Oh, I love mascara. There you go. I'm only going to do the top too. And I just love how it just has that pop of color underneath and light on the top. And then I'll go to my staple. Uh-oh, where is it? There it is. Ballet Pink. Right there. So guys, if you are needing more, if you want to watch more videos, go to our YouTube, go to, if you're on Facebook, go to our Facebook videos. There's only about 1,400 videos that you'll see, but we're here most days, Monday through Thursday at 10:30 a.m. So check us out. If you're on Facebook, like us because it should pop up. And then if you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe so it will pop up when we are live. And that way, you know, if you have questions to ask or anything like that, you can always do that. Always, you can always book an appointment too. They're small group classes, so I get to every person, every question that you have, and we definitely take care of that for you as well. So, hey, Jack, how are you? Good morning, good morning. All right, guys, that is it for today on this Wednesday. Yay! But I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful day, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now, guys.